my channel. So I've decided to go ahead and do a makeup look. I was at the nurse today to get this work sorted, and I asked her about these. She thinks I've been bitten by something, so she says try not to scratch it and whatever, and hopefully it'll go away. So I'm sick of avoiding not putting makeup on because I've wanted to all week, and it's typical when I'm motivated. Plus this just arrived today. This is not a brand new palette by any means, but it's brand new to me. I got it on Depop. Now normally these palettes cost about 50 something quid, and I got it for 26. Go me! So I have been swatching it because I love it, and I just had to swatch it. This is it, if you haven't seen it before. This one here is like the coolest thing ever, but my most favourite one swatched is this shade. I am so excited, and if you know already, one of my all-time favourite palettes is my Mercury Retrograde. So let's get started, shall we? I was going to do swatches of it, but that'll make it really, really long. So, oh, bugger it, let's do that. Right, wait, I'll get a wipe out on my end, and we'll see how good we can get these swatches. As well as using this palette, I'm just using my Shop Moustache stuff and a new sponge. So let me move that out of the way, and we will just go into the palette. So I've sanitized my hands so they're clean. So the first shade is called Filthy, and it is a matte shade. Oh wow, and that is what it looks like. See, this is why I hate doing swatches on this phone, because that's it at the lowest setting. And then we have got Passion, which is this swirly one, which is my favourite in the palette. Look at that shift. So nice. Then we have got Shameless, which almost looks like a topper. Right. I thought ring lights were supposed to make the colours look better. This is the ring light as high as it goes. And then we've got Pleased Me, which looks like this. That one's Pleased Me there. Then we've got a matte shade called Hypnotic. The mattes are so buttery. And it's this one here. And then the last one in the top row is called Hard. And I'm just going to put it on my thumb bit here. And it's that shade there. Just absolutely gorgeous. So let me just wipe these off. And then we will do the middle row. So the first one in the middle row is called Untamed. Oh, it's very dark. It kind of matches my top slightly, isn't it? Then we've got Irresistible. It's just this gorgeous, gorgeous shades. They two go nicely together. Then we have got Flower Power, which is another one of the swirly ones, which I would say is more of a topper. This one here, don't know if you're seeing it that well. Then we have the shade Rough, which is another gorgeous feeling matte shade. Then we've got Spicy, which is another deep, deep shade. It probably doesn't look the best because it's swatched where my hairy hand is. And then the last one on this row is Arouse, which is this kind of a shade here. Oh, look at that shade, this one. So that's the middle row. I need to get something else as well as this ring light. I think I need like a box light or something, I don't know. Just for something better when it comes to swatches and that. And then the last row, we've got the, so let me just show you. So I've swatched this row, and then we're going to this one. So we're going to use this really weird one that's got like the little bobbly balls on it. It's called Slippery. and I don't know how to describe it to you. It feels like a really gel sort of texture, and then like the little balls in it, you're not going to see it, are you? It's got like the pigment. Then we've got Tantric, which is this kind of gold shade there. See that? Then we've got Naughty, which is the deep dark brown. That one there. Then we've got Provocative, which is another swirly one. Oh, that's really nice as well. Which is this one here. Stunning. Then we've got Desire. Free from Desire. This one's Desire. And then the last one, which is a matte one, and it's called Juicy, is that one there. So that's the whole entire palette swatched. Love it. Love it. So I'm so excited to try it. I'm gutted because on Depop, it's the only time, touch wood, on Depop where I've been scammed. And see how you've got this one here, the really, let me just put this down again. See, you've got this one with the like weird sort of little balls in it. I wanted the highlighter that was like that, and I bought it and paid for it and everything, and the girl said she'd sent it, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's to this day never turned up. And she was like, I haven't scammed you. And then I happened to go and look at the reviews, which I never do on Depop. I do now from this experience, and loads of other people were like, she never sends the item, she just takes your money, don't buy from her. And I did get refunded because, you know, and Depop sorted it out, but I was just so gutted because I really wanted the item, and she was selling it for £26, and it was a lot more than that. But anywho, excuse me, let's get started. I don't know whether to do my eyes first or whether they'll be fall down, so we'll maybe do that. So this is going to be a long video. We're already at 7 minutes, and that was only me showing you the swatches. So I'm going to use the balm to prime my eyes. Honestly, I've been so motivated all week to put makeup on, but just with this, because to start off with at the beginning of the week, it was just so itchy and stuff. And that's what I was saying to the nurse. I put just a light layer of hydrocortisone on, and I took antihistamines because it was itchy, because I thought I must have been bitten by something. Just put a wee bit of that there. And she was like, yeah, I think that's probably what it is. She's like, but you've obviously scratched it or something. It's kind of scabbed over. And I'm trying my best not to scratch it or touch it. But if you know what I'm like, I like to pick at things. So that is that. Let's take this little brush here and just work this in. I'm hoping that when I put makeup and that on it, it's not going to irritate it or that though, which is why, again, I was avoiding putting makeup on, but I'm just like, no. And I'm waiting for something exciting coming in the post. My first ever Glam Lights palette, or even anything from their brand. I got the Michaela, I don't know what her second name is, or if she just goes as Michaela on TikTok, but she's quite popular. You'll probably know who I'm talking about. But she's brought out a second release with Glam Lights, and this one is stunning. It's got loads of gorgeous greens in it, of course. And I was just like, right. I saw it on that Tammy's website, and I was like, I need it in my life, because I believe it's so hard to get hold of. So that is eventually going to arrive at some point by Avery, because they're taking forever. Okay, so I'm going to go into the shade Filthy, which is just like a light pinky sort of a tone. And I'm just going to take that all over my eyelid, just to start off with. I'm not blending as such, I'm just placing it on the lid just as I start off. It's a wee bit nippy with that on it, that's why I didn't. And it's more the fact of when I take the makeup off as well, is it going to nip it and disturb it. But even if I end up having to take the makeup off, I just want to try this. Right, I need my towel on my knee. Okay, I'm next going to go into the shade Hypnotic. The same brush. This is a Nancy eye crease brush. And I'm just going to stamp it and place it just like this. I've still been watching that Nina, she's called, sorry, not Nancy. I don't know how to say her surname. It's like UHIB or something. She's a makeup artist that's based in Dubai, and I just happened to come across her. And as I say, she does educational videos on makeup and stuff, and I just like the technique that she does for doing eyeshadows and that. That sun's coming out, so I don't know if I'm better to go down or up in the thingies. Anyway, yeah, so she does educational videos on makeup, and I've just been enjoying the way she shows you how to like blend and apply it so that it's seamless looking. So I've just been sort of doing what she does, and it seems to be working for me. So, but this whole sunshine thing is not working for me. I wonder if I put this off altogether. No, it's too dark then. Is that too bright? You can't win, you can't win. Right, and then I'm just going to take this Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm just going to lightly buff the edges of these shadows together. This is such a lovely palette. Sometimes I'm, well, very late to the party when it comes to certain like eyeshadow palettes or makeup purchases, but it's just because maybe right at the time I'm just like, nah. Okay, so that's our two matte shades. I'm going to go into then the shade Rough. And I'm just again going to use the same brush, tapping off the excess, and then I'm just again going to place it just where we're wanting it. Honestly, if you've never tried Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, you really need it. I'm dying to try their foundations and some other bits, and I'm obsessed with the new concealer. It is amazing. It really is amazing. Like, I honestly think you all need to get it. I'll show you in a minute. I don't have it in my shop moustache because I like to swap them about, but I highly, highly recommend it. I think it's £26, but I bought it on Depop for 20 and free shipping, and I just love buying from Depop, I really do. Oh, I used the wrong brush there. Again, I'm just taking this brush and lightly teasing the edges. So far I've got no fall down, so I could have done my base already, but that is beautiful. So stunning, just like an everyday gorgeous gorgeousness. And now I'm really tempted to go in with Passion, so I think I'm going to, because this was like my favourite colour when I looked at it. Oh my god, it's not disappointing either. Oh, that is stunning. And I'm just using my finger for the moment anyway, just to place it on the lid. And then again, we'll take the little blending brush that I was using and just sort of blend that just so that it's not too harsh. I know some of the pigment's probably gone from it, and we can go back in with it and the other shadows just to sort it out. It is so stunning. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to take a little flat brush and get it out. Oh, use that one. And I'm just going to wet it with a little bit of mist. And then I'm going to go into that shadow. Oh my wordy wordy. And just intensify it. Oh, it's so pretty. See, now even though I don't have any Vaseline on the lid up here, my eye is nipping a bit. So I don't really know what's going on. We're just spreading this colour out a bit. It's still pretty subtle even. And it seems to blend better actually with your finger. But just look at that. Oh, stunning. I'll just make sure the brush is still wet again. I love the spritz on this. It's just so nice. Let's go into this one again. I'm just using a Wet n Wild brush. How's it going with the rubbish where you guys live? Oh my god. I went down today before I had to go to my appointment and I like literally had to put the black bag beside the bin. It's just getting a bit out of hand, and then I believe the schools and nurseries now are going on strike for 3 days next week. I mean, the kids will love that, but what are parents supposed to do? Especially if they work. Like, I don't know. I despair. It took ages for me to get this parcel just because the bloody Royal Mail being on strike. Okay, I'm going to take this little brush that I started off with and I'm going to go back into that shadow called Rough, and I'm just going to add a little bit back in. Yeah, I don't go into the town or anything that much, but my partner was saying that the rubbish is just mental, but like some of the public are actually tidying it up, and some of the staff of the McDonald's in the town were going out and clearing some of it away, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to. I mean, my friend that I went to college with, her dad works for, like, as a bin man, and I'm sure she said that they get paid pretty well, so I don't know. Okay, I really love that. It's nice and subtle. So we need a bit of inner corner delight, I would say. So I'm going to take this little tiny elf brush and I'm going to go into the shade Tantric. And we're just going to add a little bit of that into the corner. It's maybe a wee bit too glittery. Tantric front. I literally have zero fall down. It is so amazing. Okay, so we're going to leave it like that. Then I won't do under the eye at the moment. So let me just show you. Where is it? This is the Huda Beauty. It is the Full Filter Concealer. It's amazing. You need it in your life. Oopsie. I'm actually going to take this Revolution one to pop over here before I put my makeup on, like my foundation or that one. As I said, this is a long video. So it's covered that quite well. I could go away and do the rest of my makeup and then come back, but we'll just keep going. I love a Julie Long video. Right, so for primer, I'm using the Shea Glam. This is the Birthday Skin Primer. Oh, see, it's a wee bit nippy. And we are just going to take some of this and apply it to the face, down the neck. Always make sure that you're putting it on your neck as well, because you're taking your makeup down there. So if you're wanting your makeup to stay on, you want it to stay on your neck too. My skin is so dry. See, I haven't even really been moisturising too much either, because I just didn't want to put anything on my face in case it irritated those spots under my eyes. Oh, I've got 24 reasons why I do. Okay, and I'm going to use this new sponge. They're Boohoo sponges. And I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade number 2. Too neutral. And the sponge is dry. I just use them dry normally. And we're just going to get this on our faces. I got 21 reasons why I... The guy was in today checking the electrics and stuff. And I'm hearing like a buzzing in here now. He said everything was fine, but... Look, spot. I never get spots on my face anymore. Touch wood. But they're flipping loving me now. Maybe I'm doing a Benjamin Button and going in reverse. Maybe now that I'm going to be 40 next year, everything's decided to go back the way. Wouldn't that be weird? I'm not sure how I like this foundation anymore. When I first got it, I really liked it. Now I'm like, no, I'm not sure what I think. But anywho, okay, I feel like I need a little bit more concealer, so I'm going to use this Kiko one. This is the Charming Escape Luminous Cushion Concealer in the shade number 2. I'm going to go with this by here and just lightly press it over these little spotted ones. Okay, now I'm going to set it with my Shea Glam Insta Ready loose powder. This stuff is amazing, and it's like, what, only £5? It's really good. And it's also got the pressed powder at the top. Groovy. Okay then, I feel like I need to sort the rest of my eyes out. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Brown Liner. top and bottom. See, it just is so lovely. And then I'm going to add my mascara now and continue on my face. So this is L'Oreal Telescopic. A bit clumpy. Got a little bit in there, but leave it to dry up first. Okay, now for contour, I'm going to use the Shea Glam Thingy Bobby. It smells like chocolate mousse. It's so nice. Ta-da! Finished. You're like, no, please don't be finished. It smells so damn good. Like, so good. It's ramen. It just melts in so nicely as well. And you've got plenty of playtime with it, you know, it doesn't dry in too quickly. It just smells like you want to eat it though. Oh, bollocks. Like some mascara. You can sort that though. Look how nice, it just blends in so seamlessly. And then for, hold on a minute actually. For bronzer, I'm using this cream one by Revolution, and this is the light one. But still, I bounce it onto my hand because a lot of product comes off. And then we're just taking it lightly here, and then I go over it with my sponge as well though, because I don't like that sharp line look where it's just sitting in those contours of your face. I know some people are into that, but it ain't for me. Or just bounce it into the skin. If I need any more, I just go back into what's on my hand there, because there is plenty of it. And as I say, always say, if you feel that you've put too much on, just go in with your foundation brush or what have you. And then you can work off what you've put a bit too much on of. Like, where is that sponge? Like there for me, it's just a wee bit too dark, but I've got to take my mirror out here just to see where I can reevaluate. I'm getting far too warm. Right. Now that that mascara has right into those spots. That's just good dandy. Okay, what's up next? I'm so tired. I don't even know what I'm doing. Then I'm going to use this blusher. This is called Float. And I'm just going to put a tiny wee dot there. And I'm going to just take my sponge again. Just dab it in. Excuse me here. God's sake. Into the sky. It's just so lovely. Look at that. It's a nice wee touch. And then for highlight, I'm going to use the Kiko one. This is in number 3. This is what it looks like. I haven't used it apart from one time, I think. Whoa. That's blinding. We like it though. We like it. It's a bit of me. I might actually take a wee bit of this highlighter to put in my inner corner. Yeah, that's better than the colour that we took from. I normally don't bother doing my brow bone because I haven't even done my flipping eyebrows, but I'll put a wee bit on. And I think I'm done, apart from adding a bit of spritz. Just to meld it all together. And then we can pop a wee lip on. But this video is long enough, so I'm out of here. So this is my finished look using the Huda Naughty palette. What do you guys think? I love it. So glad I got it. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload. And if you go all the way to the very end, leave me a purple love heart emoji. Bye.